Sandy Barr and Dutch Savage are both down at ringside. I do believe we are going to have a pair of referees for this one.
Paid to wrestle in the ring.
Don Owen yelling, "You're paid to wrestle in the ring."
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a TV time limit. There for this bout here, Dutch Savage will be the referee on the floor and Sandy Barr in the ring. Introducing in this corner, 250 pounds from Las Vegas, Playboy Buddy Rose.
Rose wants to start it. Piper says, "All right, we'll have at it," and they're outside the ring. They started.
His opponent is Roddy Piper.
And into the second row of chairs. And thank goodness that gentleman sitting there was agile enough to get out of the way, because Piper was going to take Rose somewhere and crash his head on something. I'll tell you, I can't see this one going the distance at all. These two, this is just a bar brawl. No title on the line. Piper had said he'd put the title on the line, but remember, his man, Bad News Brooks, still not well enough to wrestle after being injured at the hands of Wiskowski and Rose. However, Wiskowski, who is back in Ohio, I believe, Missouri rather, with some taking care of some family problems back there, illness in his family, has returned and was not expected to be here tonight, but is. And for that reason, Piper said, "I'm not putting up the title with Wiskowski in the arena." And he wants to get it on. The first time ever I've seen him take his kilts and shirt off outside the ring. He wasn't even going to take the chance. Dutch Savage over with a quick count on him. He started giving him a count in a hurry. He got in at about 18 and a half, 20 seconds, and he counted out. And remember, no matter what you want to do or don't want to have done to you, a winner's share of the purse compared to the loser's share, especially in the main event, is a big difference. Buddy Rose coming back now on Piper. He is laying it right on where he opened Piper up Tuesday night. They just went at it in a brawl Tuesday night. The main event was an over-the-top battle royal with the women involved, and they hung in there pretty well, but Adrian Adonis ended up the winner. Headlock from behind, Buddy Rose on Roddy Piper. And that is a headlock. The blood's starting to flow. The blood is starting to come. Roddy Piper's the first one to shed it. Buddy Rose the first one to bring it. And he is working on a headlock from behind. He can put him out with this hold. They want Piper. Would you ever believe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, that you'd see Roddy Piper getting cheers? Buddy Rose, one of the few men I know that could do it. Roddy Piper. And believe me, Piper has not changed a bit. First fall, best 2 out of 3 falls. Piper with a flail kick, caught from behind with a headlock. Buddy Rose, Roddy Piper. Inside the ring is Sandy Barr. Sitting outside the ring, now momentarily sitting, he's up most of the time, is Dutch Savage. Trying to get a reversal out of it. Rose is ordered to break.
5 minutes gone.
And now grabs again from behind with the headlock. Boy, Buddy Rose. And this looked very much like it could be a repeat. Tuesday's match got completely out of hand. Sandy Barr is talking to, told Stan Stasiak. Stan and Buck Rock and Roll Zumoff came out to help him break it up. And he turned to Stasiak and on the microphone said, Stan, I just can't handle these two alone. Getting the assignment was Dutch Savage to be the second referee. Not sure Stan Stasiak licensed yet. He's probably on a temporary license. Working on the cut at the same time, working on the temple. Inflicting pain. Also can put a man out. Playboy Buddy Rose. And you see Roddy is not very rowdy right now. And falls once and falls twice. And that time he holds it up. Just out of your camera range, Sandy Barr. Raising the arms. And that time a flying, flailing knee lift to the top of the head of Buddy Rose. Double eye gouge. Going for the kick. Saw that Piper was covered up, pulled it back, and laid another one on him. The southpaw. Roddy Piper trying to clear the head. Comes off the ropes with a flailing right hand. A kick to the midsection of Rose as he comes in the corner after Piper, and Piper is just trying to get his head cleared. Fails away and doubles up a man known to some as the Pillsbury Doughboy. Watch out, Roddy is riled. And heading outside the ring, not making it. Buddy Rose is pulled back inside the ring. Karate thumb. Piper has not changed his style at all. And he's got fans cheering for him. I wouldn't believe it. And he hasn't changed a bit. Roddy Piper wrestling as he always did, the same attitude. He didn't ask anybody to cheer for him. He just got into a disagreement with Rose. And they are attempting to settle it in the ring. Shoulder throw. Rose up high, down hard. Piper working to the midsection. Now going up above to the head of Buddy Rose. Flying there, flying foot stomp. Right to the mouth. Oh, suplex drop. Roddy Piper grabbed him. And at the count of 2, he wants to hurt him some more. He had him pinned. There is no doubt. He had him pinned. He grabs that front headlock, reverses it, and drops into a suplex drop. Covered 1, 2, and this time he'll pin him. Roddy Piper winning the first fall and getting cheered for it, if you can believe that. Well, in a moment here, we're going to be telling you again where all the action is around the Pacific Northwest. We hope you have a piece of paper and a pencil handy, because we're going to go kind of fast.
First ball, Roddy Piper.
And who would have guessed? And he, along with the inside referee, if you want to call it that, Sandy Barr, calling him into the ring. We call for the bell. Rose is heading back up the dressing room. Savage is going after him, counting. Savage isn't even talking to him. Savage is just counting. He said he won't let me in the ring. He's heading up toward the crow's net. Well, he made it in. The count would have been stopped anyway because Piper was going out after him. Piper definitely says, I don't care where we have this one. That's what happened Tuesday. And third fall action, it got down to where they didn't care where it was. And it ended up in the bleachers. I've seen it spill over into the third, fourth row. I saw Maurice Vachon and Lonnie Main chase each other to one end of the Coliseum where the bleachers stand for baseball underneath, but they were not bleachers there. That's years ago when we had some 8,000 plus people at the Coliseum for a big one. Right now we've got a wild one, I'll tell you that. Roddy Piper. Playboy Buddy Rose and Piper, and I cannot get used to the applause for Piper and the applause earlier tonight when Adrian Adonis remarked about Bad News Brooks being on his way back. Brooks got applause. Winner of the first fall in this match, which has not really turned into the brawl that it did Tuesday night yet. First fall to Roddy Piper. His title not on the line. Sit out to the back of the head. A headlock. Actually a chin lock twisting that head. Piper on Rose. Sandy Barr, the referee, inside. Outside is the Dutchman. Dutch Savage. Two referees are trying to handle this one. Sandy Barr saying break it. Piper says I'll break it. He broke it, grabbing the hair of Rose, putting the throat over the top rope and leaping from the apron down to the concrete floor. Piper with a judo chop. Setting for the whip. The bottom turnbuckle went down. Flying drop kick is missed by Piper. The middle turnbuckle. The middle turnbuckle is down. Savage is coming into the ring. Savage coming into the ring here, counting him off, trying to get the turnbuckle away. And I'll tell you, mayhem can happen. Turnbuckle treatment for Piper. Rose got him pretty good before that turnbuckle was taken away from him. And to the ropes, knee into the small of the back. And they are having trouble getting that turnbuckle back in. But Piper is having as much trouble from Buddy Rose. Rose kicks to the midsection. Judo chops. Through the ropes. Right through the middle rope that they were almost had hooked. Almost had it hooked there. Outside the ring, Piper is carried into that ring post. The small of the back. He was in a carry position. The small of the back rammed into the ring post. Now Farrenbar, strong young man, unhooks the other side. He was working on one, and Rose now is unhooking all of the turnbuckles, trying to get an advantage. The ring crew trying to fix it. Rose tearing it apart, trying to get an advantage out of it if he can. Piper is hurting. Stop to the head. They're going at it to get that turnbuckle up anywhere. It's going to be a little low. To the small of the back. The whip hard into the corner. I'll tell you, when they knock the ring equipment apart, you know they're going at it. If you don't believe otherwise. Billy Robinson, inside backbreaker. 1, 2, and he wants to hurt him some more. He picked him up at the count of about 2.5. We want Piper, the cry from the crowd. And Piper's coming back. Now another backbreaker. He got back with one shot, but he's picked up backbreaker, and this time he pins him. For Billy Robinson, inside backbreaker. Buddy Rose wins the second fall to even up our main event at 1 fall apiece. And I'll tell you, I'll bet we have not seen anything yet, because this one has just started. Tom Peters, the aisle, that was it. They were coming down the aisle. Rose came up from behind him, somebody with a foreign object, into the ring. Sit out backbreaker on Piper by Rose. Rose suckered him, got him from behind. The referees are walking up ahead, did not notice, unable to get that pin. We are out of commercial breaks, incidentally, so we'll be holding it here until a 10 o'clock break in the news to follow. Roddy Piper caught in a body lock or bear hug. Has nothing to do with the hold, but remember, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Sandy Bar's Flea Market, Mother's in free. Right at this point, these two probably think the other is eligible for free attendance tomorrow at the flea market. Piper coming back swinging. And out through the ropes, catching one in the mouth. Buddy Rose. Coming back at it. Piper working on Rose. And I'll tell you, this still is not busted into the brawl that we had here Tuesday night. Hey, I didn't think this one would get this far. It's amazing that it has made it this far. Set for the whip. Rose hard into the corner. A hip throw, literally threw a hip into the midsection. Piper on Rose. Rose bailing out, walking around. Round and around they go. outside the ring again. This is where they spent most of their time Tuesday. They're out there again. Rose wheeling away. They are checking to see who is, if anybody's out legally or illegally. And I think at this point they're trying to get somebody in the ring, or at least break it up between them outside the ring. Sandy Barr is there. Dutch Savage is on top. Here comes Wiskowski. From behind, Wiskowski slams the head of Piper into the ring. Wiskowski came from behind and was not seen. He was not seen by the referees. The referees were inside in the mess, in the melee, in between the two wrestlers. They are in a quandary as to what to do. Rose is in the ring. Rose is in the ring. And Piper is not. Rose is in the ring. Piper is not. And Sandy Barr is trying to find out what happened. Rose is saying, I kicked him out. He was unconscious all that time. He says, while I was down outside, he says, I kicked him. And you guys got me back in the ring, and this crowd is in a turmoil. Buddy Rose wants to go back to the dressing room or come up and talk. He loves that too. And Savage is saying, I don't believe it. They are discussing now whether they agree or not. We've got Rose coming up this way. We'll try to keep as many shots for you. Rose is DQ'd. Buddy Rose DQ'd. Disqualification. The winner is Piper. He ruled.
No. Savage, you're wrong. When we were down on the floor, I kicked Piper in the head. Ed Wiskowski's in the locker room. Hey, Piper, Roddy Piper, who made it up here first? I made it up here first. Now, I raised my own hand because I know I beat you. So next Saturday, put your title on the line, yellow back, green back, woman dresser. You big baby, yellow. Put your title on the line because you were the last man laying there. I got up here. Look at your head. Look at my head. But I made it first. Put your title on the line next Saturday. It'll be the last night you'll ever wear a belt.
Well, we've got about 4 minutes left. Buddy Rose, having made the challenge, is now running for the dressing room. Having made the challenge, coming up through the crowd, Roddy Piper. And Piper challenging him back.
Rose! Come here! Come here, Rose! You called me a yellow belly! You called me a yellow belly! I never had no help in there, Rose! Nobody ran your head into a steel post but me! Brooksy never ran out here and hurt you! You say I'm afraid of you, you fat slob! You think for 1 second that I'm afraid of you? When you were in high school, having your mama pack your lunch, I was out fighting in the ring, Rose. When you were a little baby, Rose, having everything spoon-fed to you. I was coming up the hard way, Rose. I make no bones about it, Rose. How about last Tuesday when I had you way up there in the yellow section? Look up there. Look up there in the yellow section. Well, you know what I think, Rose? I think a little bit of that yellow rubbed off on you, Rose. You come out here talking how big you are. You come out here saying that I got a big mouth. Well, let me tell you something. I can back it up, and I'm here to prove it. You won a title match. You won a title match. I'll tell you what, boy. We'll see how much guts you got. You run all over this arena like a little scared puppy dog. Well, I ain't a long-distance runner, brother. I'm a fighter. So we're going to do something to keep you in the ring.
Roddy, excuse me just a minute. Don Owens just informed me that he's going to end this feud once and for all. Next Saturday night, he's going to bring you guys back in here. No disqualifications and 6 guards around the ring to make sure you stay in the ring.
Oh, Buddy Rose! Buddy Rose! You are in trouble! You listen to me! Saturday right here at the arena, there's going to be no one to run from, Rose. There's going to be no one. Listen to me, Rosie. Brooksy and I have got a plan. You're a wanted man, Buddy Rose. You think there's going to be 6 people around the ring, and I'm going to make sure, because I'm going to pay them myself, Buddy Rose. I'm going to pay them myself every time you step out of the ring, Buddy Rose. They're going to plant one of these right between your big, fat, ugly face. You know what, Buddy Rose? When you turn around and jump back in, I'm going to plant another one right on the other side, Buddy Rose. And we're going to see once and for all in history. I never been through such a tough match in my entire life last Tuesday. You people that saw it, you know what I'm talking about. We fought in the walls, we fought in the halls, we fought every place in this building. We fought women and children and babies were fleeing for their very lives. Buddy Rose, you people aren't going to have to worry about running in the stands because it's all going to take place in the ring. Buddy Rose, I'm going to be there to do my thing when I put my nuts on your noggin. When you see me down there, you're down there bleeding to death and praying you're going to say, the king of the ring, the lean, mean machine is the king of the ring. Buddy Rose, you're in a lot of trouble, brother.
It is